Witness the birth of a god. Her name is Jean Grey, a young woman of extraordinary beauty, strength, courage, passion. A superpowered mutant telepath telekinetic. A charter member of the Uncanny X-Men. None of that has changed, and yet, everything has changed. The Phoenix strikes out at the X-Men, and they are no match for her incredible and growing powers. Elsewhere, a little earlier, Sebastian Shaw leaves his club. To the outside world, it looks like the X-Men attacked an innocent group, but Shaw knows that he underestimated the young mutants, and it cost him both Jason Weingard and Henry Leland in the ensuing fray. A senator named Robert Kelly offers Shaw his condolences. Kelly demands law enforcement arrest the X-Men, and an officer of the NYPD responds that they are simply not equipped to handle something like that. Shaw comments that the Sentinel program would be perfect for situations just like this. The men are then alarmed to see the Phoenix Force building in the distance. All around the world, heroes detect the rise of this boundless cosmic being. Jean has become so powerful she threatens not just Earth but the entire cosmos, making it all the more concerning when she leaves her homeworld and flies out into space. Beast watches this from orbit on board an Avengers Quinjet. He follows Jean's path to her point of origin and rescues the downed X-Men. Beast covers for his old team by erasing evidence of the police calling the Avengers about the X-Men's actions. Scott notes the kind act, hoping one day he can make it up to Hank for this, as Cyclops knows his old friend loves being an Avenger and didn't risk his position on the coveted team so easily. Back at Warren's home, Professor Xavier confers with Moira Mactaggert about the appearance of the Phoenix. Angel notes that both of these mutant experts seem profoundly worried about what they have seen so far. The professor explains to Warren that this level of power would corrupt anyone. Jean has reached her ultimate level at such a young age she might not be able to properly control her abilities. Xavier, feeling responsible for her situation, says he and Warren must take off for New York immediately, so they can make things right at any cost. Far, far away in space, Jean arrives in another galaxy. Traveling this far required more power than she anticipated, and though she is strong and growing stronger, for the moment she needs more energy. Her power is still finite, at least for now. Without a thought for the consequences, Jean flies into a sun and consumes it. The star would have lived for billions of years. 11 planets orbited it, including one inhabited world, a peaceful and ancient race. Many saw a light that filled the entire sky. It would be the last thing they would ever see. The Phoenix is in ecstasy, but this is only a beginning, a fraction of what it felt when her cosmic powers first emerged within the legendary artifact called the Macran Crystal. She craves that level of power and will do anything to achieve it. Little does Jean know she is being watched by one of the most powerful alien empires in all the universe. The Shi'ar have observed Jean's actions and move in to strike. An Imperial battlecruiser, one of the deadliest vessels the Empire has ever seen, closes in on the mutant. The newly crowned Empress Lilandra is called and informed of the Phoenix, but the battle is already over by the time she is patched in with the cruiser. The Phoenix has crippled the vessel, and it only has a moment to say goodbye to the Empress before the ship is completely destroyed. Lilandra recognizes the attacker as the Phoenix and knows it must be dealt with at any cost. Back on Earth, as the X-Men regroup, Scott can feel the presence of Jean Grey, thanks to a latent psychic connection between the two. Alarmed, he informs the others that Jean is returning home and is hungry. So there we have it. The Dark Phoenix has risen, seemingly out of nowhere. So stay tuned as we see what happens next in the Dark Phoenix Saga. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.